today is July 22nd. Since my last video, which was July 18th, the vibration has come back. If you watched my last video, it was 158 miles after they made their repair. We are now at 30,063 miles, and we are headed back to the dealership. I wasn't able to get it in between the 18th and today. My daughter was sick. I had some stuff I had to do for work. Just got busy, and then yesterday they didn't have any appointments available, so here we are today. So I also, since the 18th, I've reached out to GM Corporate. I sent an email. I told them that I'm pretty unhappy with the process right now. This process is going exactly as I anticipated it would, which is just, it's a pain in the ass. I also wanted to ask them some questions to see if they would, have any sort of responses. And the questions that I asked, I thought were good questions. And unfortunately, their reply to me was basically they don't want to go on the record answering any questions. They flat out said they won't be answering any of my questions. They also requested that any of my communications with the corporate office, they don't want to be a part of the production. So, it's unfortunate that they won't go on the record. It's one of those things that I feel the silence is deafening to everybody who's dealing with this problem. But again, if they choose to not go on the record, then I have to honor that. So it's definitely it's there. I can feel it. You can see it. It's not at its worst. But the council, I can also hear that vibration as well. So this is certainly not a fixed truck. They can take it back and I guess try to figure it out. So stay tuned. We'll go from there. I understand the complexity of vehicles in general nowadays is crazy. There's so many parts and pieces sourced from all over the world that go into these vehicles, and not every vehicle is going to be the same. They do their best to run quality control, but things are going to happen, and that's exactly what recalls are for, to fix abnormalities in their production process or unsafe issues. They have this dealership network put in place to be their local representative. You don't go to the GM factory and buy a truck or a car. You go to the dealership, and then part of that is the dealership maintains a service center to fix these vehicles. So the one point I want to make to GM is that they keep telling everybody to go to the dealership to get this problem fixed. The dealerships they're not fixing the problem. So to me, that's either that there's just such a disconnect between what GM puts in place and thinks their dealerships are doing, and then what's actually happening out in the real world. Or it's a conspiracy, and from the top down, is it possible that GM is instructing the dealerships to dismiss these problems? Who knows? And they won't answer the question. So at this point, the only thing that you can do is speculate, and it's really unfortunate. And I'll tell you, when you're sitting in one of these trucks, vibrating down the highway, you certainly start to think, who's in charge? who's selling these things? We'll take it back to the dealership. We'll let it sit there. From what the corporate office seems to think, that they'll have it at least till Wednesday. So today's Saturday, so I don't really anticipate any contact coming out between now and Wednesday. But if anything happens, I'll let you know. So as I pull into the dealership here, we have 30,072 miles on the truck. I will keep you all posted as to what transpires here, and stay tuned. See you next time.